This is the nature of the demonic. It lurks in ideologies and systems of oppression. It hides in plain sight. It speaks in a way that makes sense, in one sense, to everyone who is wittingly or unwittingly caught up in it, until, that is, the Holy One shows up to show us how to speak with authority in order to break the grip it has on the minds of people. Is this not what we are seeing in American churches today? We have some among us whom we have known for years, but who have seemingly been taken over by spirits that have changed them. They have imbibed the false narrative of Christian nationalism or American exceptionalism or white supremacy or cultural entitlement to the point where we hardly know them anymore. The Southern Baptist research group Lifeway released results of a study this week that found that in churches of more than 250 people, 61% of those pastors said that they are dealing with members who are spouting conspiracy theories. While hundreds of people stormed the Capitol, the report says, there are millions of Americans who share their views. There is no doubt the United States has a serious problem with pathological political delusions. It continued pessimistically. Once people have gone far enough down the rabbit hole of conspiratorial thinking, it can be nearly impossible to get them back out. Nearly impossible, but not impossible. Wherever Jesus is present, deliverance is possible. And I want to hasten to say, not just because I want to be fair and balanced, but because it's true, that it's not just the far right radical element of Christians that is susceptible. We all are, even if we are people of a more progressive view of politics or theology, because Rome, empire mentality is what I'm talking about, seeks domination of everyone and everything. It doesn't discriminate. Groupthink is dangerous and demonic, whether from the right or left. It robs people of compassion for others, and it divides us from one another. We all need to be delivered and set free. So Jesus rebukes the unclean spirit and casts it out of the man, which is something the community had not done itself because they had lost touch with the power of God to identify the demonic and defeat it. But the unclean spirit wasn't cleansed easily. It came out convulsing and crying loudly. And this is because it had such a deep foothold in the man's personality. James Baldwin said that people are trapped in history, and history is trapped in them. We see that with racism, blacks as well as whites, because we internalize it all until we can't even see it being present, let alone get free of it. It has taken residence in us. This is why the rabbis said about the Israelites after they left Egyptian slavery, you can get the people out of Egypt, but it is harder to get Egypt out of the people.